A while ago, I followed a tutorial to build an automatic chicken farm on our server, but I realized that it was really inefficient. So I spent a long time upgrading that, then fixing that, and then I finally got something that worked a lot better. However, I still wasn't satisfied, so I've made a little world here with a bunch of iterations. Over here is the first design, the one in the tutorial. It's pretty simple. The chickens go in here, and then the hoppers pick up the eggs, send it to this dispenser, and then they get dispensed underneath the lava. When they grow up, they get cooked. Now, over here is my edited design. I realized that when the dispenser fired, it would hit the chickens and cook them before they grew up. So, I fixed it by adding this little water section so the chickens would get pushed into position from the water and not get hit from the dispenser. However, I recently realized that the eggs still sometimes hit the chickens. So, I built this one over here. It's basically the same as the last one, except I switched the dispenser around so that it's pointing up. This means that the chickens won't get hit by the eggs, and they only get cooked when they grow up. I also used mud blocks above the hoppers to space everything correctly. Mud blocks are not quite full blocks, so they allowed the eggs to go through the hoppers. However, I soon realized that the baby chickens would swim in the water and cook themselves before they grew up. So, I made this one over here, where the water stream is longer so that they can't swim in it. Unfortunately, I soon realized that the water stream was actually helpful to keep the chickens in the right spot. So, here's a little test to see how efficient these farms are. If I just do a little tick sprint to reset everything and get the farms running. And now I can clear out these chests. And now do a 10-day test. Alright, let's check the results. We'll start with the original design. Yeah, 2 raw chicken. An average of 0.2 raw chicken a day. Not great. So here's my first improvement. And we got 1 cooked chicken and 2 raw. Better, but not great. Let's check out my new designs. This one over here got, wow, 30 cooked chicken, an average of 3 a day. That's so much better. And this one over here got 27 in 10 days, so a little less but still great. So, here's how to make the best design for yourself. And here are the materials you need. Start by placing down a double chest sideways. Place a hopper on the side and surround it with blocks like this. Then place a slab on top. Make that a little higher, and then we can go ahead and extend it 2 blocks with this second one being a dispenser. Surround it with blocks like so, and then add hoppers connected to the dispenser. Place some mud on top of them and then surround them in blocks. Place some slabs up here so the chickens can't escape. Finally, add some water up here. Now it's time for the redstone. Place a comparator like this, with a dust and a repeater coming off of it like this. Then just place the redstone dust like this to make a clock and power this block, which powers the dispenser. Finally, place your lava up here, and then once you add your chickens, you're all set. If you found this interesting, I'm a new channel and subscribing would really help me out. Thanks for watching.